Hello, my name is Owen, and today in another episode of my quick recommendation series where I give you recommendations for content you absolutely must see because there's too much content out there, we're going to be talking about The Whale, a film that's been getting a lot of critical award season buzz recently, and I don't normally watch these super artistic Oscar bait films, although I did also watch Banshees, which is like in the conversation as well. This film is fantastic. For those of you that don't know about it, didn't hear about it, it's basically about a reclusive English teacher who wants to reconnect with his daughter in like the most simplistic summary of the plot. And obviously the main star of this movie is Brendan Fraser, who's getting a lot of Oscar buzz himself. And I was a little bit worried going into this movie because obviously Brendan Fraser has like a horrible history like with the industry and what it did to him. So his comeback into Hollywood is a fantastic story in its own right. So I was worried that his real life story was bringing more hype than his actual performance in the film. However, that was not the case. He does a fantastic job. And I just got to say, I thought this movie was going to be slow, pretentious, overly artistic. Absolutely not the case at all. It's not long, and I got beef with long films these days. Not that long, and I was not bored, I tell you, for a single second. And this is another one kind of like Banshees where it's like a slice of life film where like the stakes are very intimate, they're very personal with the characters, and it's based on a play, but it also watches like a play where we don't leave Charlie's apartment for basically the entire film. It's just like his apartment and then like the front step of his apartment, and there's only like 5 or 6 characters that come like in and out of his apartment. But I don't know, man. It's just an absolutely fantastic film, and obviously, Brendan Fraser does a great job, and Sadie Sink does a great job as well. But I think an underrated actress in this film was Hong Chow playing Charlie's best friend because she's dealing with, like, she's a nurse, so she's helping Charlie with his day-to-day. But also, they're like good friends, and she's watching him deteriorate and get closer and closer to death. And she's trying her best, and she also has like past trauma. She has a fantastic performance, and I just saw her in The Menu as well, in another film that I really liked, and she's killing it overall. I really like it. But the other thing I liked about this film was that there's no like real antagonist. Like Charlie has an ex-wife, and I can't remember the actress's name, but when she enters into the film, I was like, okay, here comes the villain part. She's just going to be the worst. But no, every character is realistic in the sense that no one is like evil, and they all have their own motivations, and they make sense in their own way. And really, like the main theme of this film is about honesty and the characters like not being honest to each other or to themselves, and the film as a whole is very honest to the topics that it's discussing. It covers stuff like eating disorders, like mental illness, and even like obesity, showing that in ways that I feel like I haven't seen before in a film. But it was fantastically beautifully done. Brendan Fraser just like, he's such a wholesome man in real life, and Charlie as a character, you just can't help but love him and feel for him. And I thought it was a very interesting story, and it touched a little bit on like religion and like what that means to people and what that does to people. And it really just went in a way that I didn't fully expect. And even though like it is a tragedy in some aspects, it does end in a way that you're going to be crying, but it's like it's hopeful in a way. And I love those kind of movies. And like I said, it's a very easy watch. Like you're immediately immersed and engaged with the story and this world of Charlie's apartment. And it's just fantastic. And I can't recommend it more. I think it's probably one of the favorite movies that I've seen recently. I liked it even better than Banshees. And Brendan Fraser deserves all the awards. And fairly short video, but definitely check it out before the Oscar buzz, so you're in the know if it wins any awards, and I hope it does. It's a great film. Check it out. Thanks.